Polka community is one of the 13 wards that make up Gwoza local government area of Borno State. Presently, about 94,000 displaced persons have returned to the community, picking up the pieces of their lives. While some of them live in makeshift camps, others live in what is left of their homes, which they abandoned for nearly 4 years. A major challenge to residents here is availability of water. On a daily basis, about 60,000 litres of water is taken to the community. But still, that is just like a drop in the ocean, as it hardly meets the people's water needs. On the other side of the village, these operators of the commercial borehole charge a fee for their services, which the residents say they can barely afford.
There's a borehole, but there are too many people. The reason we have sufficient supply right now is because of the raining season. Otherwise, we'll be out here on the queue for a minimum of 3 hours. Sometimes we are out by 12 midnight until the day breaks before we get the water.
The United Nations humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria believes the water challenge in Polka will remain a primary focus as more displaced persons are expected to arrive the community.
We have to combine various opportunities that exist here, looking for areas where we can get productive water systems, and also looking at other options like the water catchments, developments, etc. So we have to look at various approaches. But it's also critical that we work towards decongesting the camp so that we can reduce the pressure. What is clear to me is that water trucking is not sustainable. Yeah, it's not sustainable. We have to look for other solutions.
Seeking solution to the challenge, the Borno State government explains that efforts are on to rebuild 500 houses in neighboring Ngoshe, where Polka refugees will be relocated to.
We can decongest Polka. Polka has 94,000 people with limited water resources, and Polka is part of the Kere formation, and there is this challenge of extracting underground water in that Polka axis. But here in Ngoshe, there is enough water resources to meet the yearnings and expectations of the people, and for our people to pick up the pieces of their lives.
The traditional ruler of Gwoza, whose predecessor was killed by the insurgents in 2014, commends the efforts of the government in the rebuilding process.
As he said, a long journey starts with a single step. So this is the single step that he is starting. So on behalf of myself and the entire people of Gwoza local government, we are thanking His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, who have shown concern to our people.
As the villagers are now relieved thanks to the rainy season, they are also optimistic that the resettlement projects will be fully completed before the end of the season.